Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to create a card for Simon Says Stamp, and we're using a brand new die that's part of the All the Feels release. This is what it looks like. It's a cover plate die. It's called Sweet Garden Cherry Tree, and it creates a silhouette of a cherry tree, and I think it's super neat. When you have a die like this, you don't need to do much, so my card's going to be very simple today. We're going to grab some black cardstock, and I'm going to die cut out this cover plate with the black cardstock, keeping it in a silhouette form. And I just wanted to create a kind of a could be a sympathy card, but more like a get well card, so I'm keeping it very elegant. Okay, I already added foam adhesive behind my Sweet Garden Cherry Tree cover plate, and I wanted to create a real pretty background. I've been loving these colors lately, so we're using Peacock Feathers and Twisted Citron. Both of these are Distress Oxide inks, and I'm just doing a little bit of ink blending, starting with Peacock Feathers on the very bottom of my panel. I'm ink blending on Bristol Smooth cardstock. I find that this cardstock makes it really easy for ink blending, and basically keeping in the lower third of this panel. My panel is a card front size, so it's going to fit perfectly behind my Sweet Garden Cherry Tree cover plate. Now I'm trailing up that, kind of fading out that Twisted Citron so it fades into white, and I'm going to keep it like that. You could oxidize the ink if you wanted to, but I like the three tones actually that you get with just those two colors. Now I wanted to add a little extra something, and I was looking for some birds. So the birds in the Look for the Rainbow stamp set worked out beautifully. There's 3 birds in the stamp set. I'll link it down below, but one of them is open winged, and then 2 of them are sitting kind of styling. So I think they'll fit perfectly on the branch of the cherry tree. So we're going to put this panel in our Misty. This is Nina Classic Crest Solar White. I'll grab my magnet that was stuck underneath my Misty here, and we're going to take Memento ink and ink up our images and just do a little bit of quick coloring. I'm keeping with the same colors as we used with the greens and the teals for our background. I think that makes a really pretty bird, and I did bring in some darker teals too, just for a little bit of highlighting. But I left the coloring in. I'm going to use my Copic markers. I'll play a little bit of music while I color, and when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done. Now I'm pretty sure Simon has coordinated dies that will die cut out the images in the Look for the Rainbow set, and if I can find it, I'll list it below with the stamp set. But for now, we're just going to use scissors and fussy cut out these little guys. I am going to leave a little bit of a border, only because the legs, they have skinny little legs, and I know I couldn't fussy cut those out. While I was at it, I did stamp the sentiment on black cardstock and then heat embossed it with white embossing powder. The sentiment says, "Hang in there." I think it goes good with the little branches. I'm going to remove the release paper off of my Sweet Garden Cherry Tree, and then before we adhere it over our distressed panel, I'm going to take the panel and go ahead and adhere it to my card base, which is a standard A2 size card base. Just put that right in the front, and then we'll add our silhouette background here. I think the colors are very elegant, and I think it goes with hang in there. We'll add this, And you want to be real careful when you do this because you can see that the blossoms are hanging in with a very, very thin line. Delicate line, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and pop up each one of my little birds. And then we're going to place these on our background panel. We'll have this little guy flying in the sky. This next one will be put on the middle tone branch. And then we have one more that's facing the opposite way, and I think we're going to put him on our sentiment. So we're going to add some foam adhesive behind our sentiment. Again, it says, hang in there, friend. We'll place this in the open area. And then we'll take our last little birdie and have him sitting just above the there here. We're going to scoot him over just a little bit. And I love the way this looks. It's playful, it'll make you smile, but it's serious too. Okay, bells and whistles. I wanted to bring in some texture or dimension to each of these cherry blossoms, but I didn't want to take away from the silhouette look. So I've just added 3 dots of the ebony black Nouveau crystal drops in the center of each one of those cherry blossoms. And then I am going to add a little sparkle with my sparkle pen over the wings of my birds. Then that finishes off my card today. If you haven't had a chance to check out the C&CT stamp All the Feels release, I think you guys are going to be so excited about it. More details for that are over on my blog if you want to check it out. Have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for stopping by. We will see you again real soon.